What's going on, everyone? So the Kyrie Irving carousel never seems to end. Dallas, Lakers, Lakers, Dallas. Where is Kyrie going? What is going to happen? Obviously, we got the reports of, Kyrie trying to recruit LeBron James to the Dallas Mavericks. That doesn't really make any sense. Every 10 minutes, we get a new report about Kyrie Irving, and this is going to happen the entire offseason. It happened all offseason, last offseason. It's going to be a thing until either the Lakers position themselves to a point where they can't get Kyrie Irving, or he re-signs with the Dallas Mavericks or goes elsewhere, whatever. So strap in. This is going to be a long ride with Kyrie Irving rumors and speculation. Now, the reports that are coming out that I actually buy and sort of, subscribe to an extent, is the fact that, this is just a leverage play, very likely by Kyrie Irving and maybe even LeBron James. It's the worst kept secret in the league that LeBron and Kyrie want to play with each other again. It's the worst kept secret that, LeBron is pressuring the Lakers to go and try to get Kyrie Irving. And there are reports that came out the other day that said the Lakers are not interested in Kyrie Irving, which I do not buy for a second. Now, I don't think the Lakers want to sell the farm to go get Kyrie Irving, nor should they want to. But if they could get Kyrie Irving at a reasonable price with the assets that they have, I think that they would go and get Kyrie Irving. And the proof of that is the Lakers 3 separate times have made offers for all of their assets to go get Kyrie Irving. You don't do that if you're not interested in a guy. So I do believe that. But is Dallas willing to orchestrate a trade to facilitate Kyrie going to Lakers? Now, reports have said that they aren't interested in that, but it said they're not interested in that for D'Angelo Russell. So there are ways for the Lakers to still make that happen and not have to trade D'Angelo Russell. Kyrie Irving would have to take a bit of a discount. But the likelihood of Kyrie getting traded to the Lakers with or without D'Angelo Russell is far more likely than LeBron James getting traded to the Dallas Mavericks. It just makes no sense for the Lakers. The Lakers aren't going to do that. Dallas has no assets. At least the Lakers have picks and all kinds of stuff. Dallas has, the number 10 pick of this year's draft, but that's not enough to get LeBron James. Kyrie, he wants his money. He wants to be paid. Problem is, he's probably not going to get that anywhere. And so it boils down to how bad does Kyrie really want to be a Laker? And look, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, those three, that's probably the best trio in the league, if not the best trio, and a legit championship contender. But you still have to put a roster around these guys. And that's the problem. If you work out a sign and trade for Kyrie Irving, then you get hard capped, and it just makes it nearly impossible to do so, right? Chances are you're not going to be able to keep Rui and Austin Reeves. You could probably keep one of them, but even that, depending on the price and everything, becomes very challenging, very hard. And yes, these three, I think, are more than capable of winning a championship together, but you need talent and you need a roster that you can fill out. Having Kyrie and Anthony Davis post LeBron would also be nice, right? That would be great to have because you have your 2 stars, you have your big little, and then you could probably build out the roster around those two to be successful. But I just don't think Kyrie is worth the money anymore for a max. And what has he done in the last 7 years? Right? He had that one shot in that one series with LeBron James, and he hasn't done anything since. He's been a total disaster since. And this is coming from somebody that has routinely defended Kyrie Irving. Right? I have routinely defended Kyrie Irving. But the facts are the facts. Kyrie Irving has been nothing but problems on every organization he's gone to. He wasn't on Dallas. I'll give him credit with Dallas. He was really good. Dallas was very good with Kyrie and not Luka. They just couldn't really work together. And I do think that is something that could end up balancing itself out. And look, I do think if Kyrie does end up leaving Dallas, if Dallas can work out and get some free assets, they absolutely do. The reason I don't think Dallas wants D'Angelo Russell is because if Dallas lets Kyrie walk, they have a full max contract that they could offer. Now, there's not really anybody to offer that to, but it's enough money to go get 2 or 3 really quality guys, or they could just, sign somebody for a year or whatever and then you carry that money over into the following season where they would have even more cap space, and now they could build a legit contender and maybe go get a star and some quality rotation guys to put around Luka and whoever that star is. So that's why Dallas doesn't want D'Angelo Russell. So maybe the Lakers could work out, a Beasley, Mo Bamba, Shaquille Harrison. That could get the Lakers to about $30 million in a feasible trade, and then they could work out that trade and then give up the first round picks. And then Dallas, basically, they were going to lose Kyrie either way. They just got 2 first round picks for free, essentially, right? For nothing. Okay, cool. And then they just waive everybody and they still have that salary space. So it would be a win-win for Dallas. I could see that happening. But again, Kyrie's got to face reality, right? Otherwise, he's very likely going to be out of the league. Because, we've seen it. Allen Iverson is a great example. Allen Iverson thought he was still the guy and probably could have played another 3 to 5 years in the league if he would have just accepted the reality and accepted who he was as a player, what the situation and perception was amongst organizations, all of that stuff. He easily could have been a guy that played a lot longer than he did. Same thing with Kyrie Irving. If Kyrie Irving just learns and accepts, all right, I have this perception about me, whether it's true or not, I still have that perception. I need to shake that. I also am not this max guy that I believe I am, at least amongst the league, whether it's the perception or it's my talent or whatever, right? If he just humbles himself and says, I'm going to change this narrative about me, then I do think he could get a really nice contract. Would Kyrie Irving come to the Lakers for $15 million a year? Because look, the Lakers could get to about $14-15 million for Kyrie Irving to sign Kyrie Irving without having to go and trade for him. Technically they could get to like $30 million, but you lose everybody. Lakers aren't going to do that. Lakers could basically renounce everybody but Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves and Jared Vanderbilt and Max Christie. So you basically would have Max Christie, Jared Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and your 17th pick. And you could realistically go and sign Kyrie Irving for about $14 million. Now, would Kyrie do that? One, I almost think that might be best for Kyrie Irving. You take a 1-year prove-it deal, right? Because here's the thing. LeBron James' contract only is here for 1 more year. He could opt out the second year and free up some money to sign Kyrie long-term, especially if the Lakers win an NBA championship. You don't think LeBron would take less money to keep the team intact that just won a championship in his last year with the Lakers? Absolutely. 2, Kyrie would probably make more money anyway being in LA than in Dallas, right? Like, look, Dallas can offer him the most money contract-wise, without a doubt. But Dallas doesn't want to give him a long-term max. So if Dallas is, let's say Dallas is like, hey, we'll give you 4 years, $80 million, and we'll give you $20 million, we'll give you $20 million a year or something like that. Does Kyrie look at that and go, I could take $6 million less and go to the Lakers, the team that I really want to play for with LeBron James, and I would probably make more than $6 million a year, and just brand deals, sponsorships, whatever connections LeBron James can set up for Kyrie. Could LeBron James get Kyrie a shoe deal back, right? Or a shoe deal elsewhere? Like, Kyrie would probably make another 10 to 20 million a year being in LA on just being in LA, right? All the doors that open and everything like that, as opposed to Dallas. So if the contract is close, I could see Kyrie saying like, well, I might as well play where I want to play, right? Like, yes, I could go and play here in Dallas for, 20 million, but why, when I could take a discount, make that difference up and then some, being in LA and play where I want to play with the guy that I want to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's close, I think he goes to the Lakers. I do. Now, if it's not, like, let's say the Lakers are They can only give 14 million, but Dallas is like, hey, we'll give you 4 years, 100 million, or 120 million, something like that. Well, then now you're basically losing 10 plus million a year. Like you might as well stay in Dallas, right? Especially taxes and stuff like that, the benefits that come with that. There's a lot that goes into it. But I genuinely believe that if it's close, Kyrie might just say, all right, I'm going to sign with you guys. And again, you sign Kyrie 1 year. You do, hey, dude, we'll give you a 1 year deal. And then LeBron, his contract, he'll opt out of his contract and we'll be able to give you good money. All you got to do is show face for a year, be good for a year. And if you do that and you show that you can be that guy and you can buy in and we can go try to win an NBA championship, we'll give you the money that you want. Right? And LeBron will help you do that. That I could see happening. That I think is a real possibility. The likelihood of Kyrie Irving going to the Lakers, though, that being said, I think is very, very unlikely. Now, again, the carousel, one report, Kyrie's going to Lakers, next report, Kyrie's staying with the Mavs. I think Kyrie wants to stay with the Mavs to show face, right? I do. I just think he wants to be paid and he wants his money. I do believe that he has interest in staying with the Mavs. Without a doubt, I believe that. I think there's a big part of him that wants the Lakers too and wants to play with LeBron James. And I do think it is kind of Dallas or the Lakers. But I think if it's close, I think he chooses the Lakers. Right? Because not just that, think about it. The way he's probably looking at it is like, why did you trade for me if you weren't willing to pay me? You knew I wanted the money. Why? Why did you go and trade for me if you didn't plan on paying me? Dallas, again, they freed up a max contract. So that's also why. But that's kind of how I look at Kyrie and this whole situation. I'm kind of torn. There was a point where I truly believed Kyrie was coming to Lakers. And it almost happened twice. Literally, almost happened twice. And it just fell through, and it just seems like it wasn't meant to be. At this point, I really lean towards he's not. I kind of lean towards I'm like 20% he does, 80% he doesn't, which is still pretty high. But I do. I'm like a 20-80. Especially now that Chris Paul is a free agent, I could see the Lakers trying to go after Chris Paul at a vet minimum, which makes a world of sense. So, I don't know. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think Kyrie will be a Laker? Do you think he stays with Dallas? What do you think of the endless carousel that is the Lakers and Kyrie Irving?